important to bring my kids to the Martin Luther King Parade so that they understand how far we have come in the African American community, how far we've come in America, how like she's 7 and she doesn't really understand like why we come to these things. So I could try to iterate that to her, you know, throughout weekly, daily, throughout the year, and let her remind her like people are always fighting for change, whether it's for race, whether it's for women's rights, whether it's for sexuality. It's important for us to come, be supportive, be part of the community, and to see that things are progressing.
Why is that important?
To celebrate his equal rights. For instead of us going to just all brown schools, we could go to brown and white schools and share. Black and white people can go to the same schools in other places.
And we can even be a what? Stop.
And we can be a family.
We can even be a family and be different colors, right? That's right. Just like our Ezra.
Amelia, she's part of our family.
She is, and so is
Savannah
Yeah.
and Peppa, she's black and brown.
She's a dog.
They're a team, buddy, like a football team wears all the same clothes and stuff.
Chris Atkins? Oh my God!
How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing well, ma'am. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Good to see you.
Are you the Chris Atkins who's running for mayor?
That would be me.
My goodness, why are you out here today?
Because it's a beautiful day with a bunch of beautiful people.
My goodness, why is it important to be out here for Martin Luther King Day?
Because we all got to love each other and we all got to learn from the man who taught us so much. We need another Martin Luther King's what we need.
We just wanted to bring Cam out to enjoy and, you know, help celebrate and salute Martin Luther King because he did so much for our community. So, you know, we're just blessed to be here and we're enjoying the day, the parade, and everything.
Well, it's a delight to be here. I am in Ocoee. This is the city that I reside. I would not be at any other place on today. This is the historic MLK parade. It means so much to me, especially being here in Ocoee, knowing all of the history of Ocoee. It is appropriate that we take time and honor the life of Martin Luther King. He said something, everybody can be great because everybody can serve, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity to serve. I'm so thankful for Ocoee and my constituents, so thankful for House District 40. It's a great time to be alive, and it's a great time to celebrate Martin Luther King. He was a drum major for justice, and I hope just a little bit to follow in his footsteps and to affect the same kind of change. So thank you, and God bless everyone.
Well, I'll tell you, I grew up in Mobile, Alabama. I was born in 1960, so I was right there in the middle of the civil rights movement. Segregation, Jim Crow, some very serious racism and crazy stuff. And Martin Luther King changed America, especially the South. Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina. He changed people's behavior toward, and I say Negro, because at that time it was Negroes and not Black Americans or African Americans. But he changed the way people interacted with Negroes. And America's a better place for that today. We can vote now, we can go to any hotel, we can live wherever, we can work wherever. But again, that's all because of Dr. Martin Luther King's work. And when I say his work, he was the champion of the civil rights movement. There was a whole lot of other folks that were involved. Abernathy, I'm trying to think of some of the other folks, but you know, a lot of folks made this happen. But again, Dr. Martin Luther King was the champion for the civil rights movement. And America's a much better place today because of that.
Welcome to this celebration of Martin Luther King Jr., the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., this day that celebrates his life, his legacy, and that continued pursuit that has always been the art of moral justice towards us. As we begin this morning, I have the honor, my name is Ali Braswell, I am the Managing Director of the Braswell Group, and I have been celebrating now today my 10th anniversary of hosting this event. So let's put our hands together for that.
Why is it important to celebrate Martin Luther King Day?
Well, it's been important for a while. We all as citizens in this world and country should pay attention to what's been going on and move forward like we're supposed to. When he started his work back years and years ago, is moving our lives and everybody's lives forward in this way of being diverse and unity of everybody. I think the Martin Luther King Day brings us together where we are more together and we can see what goes on and tell each other what we're thinking and move in the right direction in the future.
We have not had this event in the past 2 years because of COVID, and it's so wonderful to see folks coming out in our community, our children coming out. This day is about service in our community. It's not only about just this day of service, it's about what are we doing as a community to continue that service throughout the year. So we want to recognize Dr. King today for his message to the nation, to this world, that service in your community, it starts there. Your love starts at home. Everything can be conquered through love. And that was his message. And his message of servitude comes right behind that. And that's what we want to project in the city of Ocoee. We want to make sure that we continue to recognize Dr. King and his message of servitude to our communities. And that's what we're all here to do. We're here to serve one another in our communities.
What I hope that after today, people will feel empowered and encouraged to continue serving in our community, and if they're not already serving, be inspired to start serving, because that's really the only way that we will affect change. And sometimes people mistake service for, oh, well, volunteering in our community. It doesn't always mean volunteering, going to clean up on the side of the road. It means serving your community in whatever capacity you see fit. And so that's the message of hope that I am hopeful people will walk away with today.